The water is freezing cold. Get out. I'll be fine. Come on. You two seem too excited for having to shovel Uncle Jerry's horse stable for the summer. Yes, Mom. We've realized our mistake and we're ready to suffer the consequences. Well, if that's the truth, I'm proud of you two already. Shovel Uncle Jerry's horse shit, my... We're going camping. I'm going there for Sheila. Dude, Aunt Sheila's like 10 years older than you. So what? She's hot. I don't know how Uncle Jerry landed her at that age. Uncle Jerry's rich, and she's a gold digger. James and Ronald were two cousins, both teenagers, both equally bad influences on each other. Ronald had moved in with James's family when he got into a private school in California. Since then, it had been nothing but trouble with the two of them. They smoked behind school buildings, ditched classes whenever they felt like, and TP'd the principal's house on a dare. That one got them caught instantly. And Mr. and Mrs. Wilson finally had enough. Instead of letting them waste the summer, they decided to teach them a lesson. They sent both boys upstate to work on an old family friend's farm, Uncle Jerry's place. A whole summer of work, feeding animals, cleaning barns, and most importantly, shoveling horse shit out of the stables. The boys, however, didn't take it seriously at all. They thought they were going on a fun summer camping trip instead, Gilmore Lake in Tennessee. They secretly packed camping gear, food, and even filming equipment, thinking they were about to have some adventurous getaway in nature. When they finally got on the farm, Uncle Jerry didn't waste any time. He handed them boots and jumpsuits right away. What's this for? The stable ain't clean in itself. From that moment, their camping trip plan basically died. On the first day, James and Ronald were stuck shoveling horse stalls all day, completely covered in smell and sweat. Sheila stood nearby watching them, laughing every time they complained. Ronald still tried his luck, walked over while they were on break. So, you ever think about getting out of here? Like seeing something different? Sheila looked him up and down. Yeah, I'd start by getting away from you two. Told you so. James and Ronald spent the next days working on Uncle Jerry's farm instead of running off to their camping trip. They were stuck, helping with the harvest, carrying supplies, fixing fences, and even helping Sheila around the property whenever she needed it. Ronald hated it. James just kept saying it was their punishment. Still, Sheila didn't treat them like slaves all the time. She'd joke with them, toss them small tasks, and sometimes even laugh at how useless they were. One night, after work, they all sat around a bonfire near the barn. "You two want out of here that bad?" "I mean, we didn't exactly plan on becoming farm workers." "Yeah, we were kinda supposed to be camping." "I can get you off the hook." "How?" "I'll take you camping by the lake. Gilmore Lake. Jerry won't say no to me." "You'd do that? For me?" "Why not? I know you teens didn't come here for this. Let's have some fun." "Thanks, Sheila. Seriously?" "Don't make me regret it." "I told you, she has the hots for me." "Don't cross the line just because she's nice. That doesn't mean she has the hots for you." The next day, Sheila took James and Ronald to Gilmore Lake. They arrived by afternoon and set up camp nearby the water. The lake was quiet, isolated, and slightly creepy. There were barely any other people around. As they set up, Ronald kept asking questions. "So how'd you even end up working for Uncle Jerry anyway?" "Long story. I used to work in town. Met him through some mutual friends. He needed help here. I needed a reset, and here I am." "So you just stayed on the farm?" "Something like that." "That sounds depressing." "That sounds depressing." "We fell in love. It's peaceful." While walking around the lake, they ran into a man camping alone. He looked older, quiet and tired. Sheila stopped and told him not to bother him much. But Ronald immediately walked up anyway. "Hey man, you camping here too?" "Yeah." "We thought this place was gonna be empty." "Most people don't stay long." Sheila stepped in to smooth things over. "Are you new to town? Never seen you before." "Not really. I come here often." "Why, to fish?" "Not exactly." Richard looked out in the lake. "Memories. Lost my wife out here." "She went missing? How?" "She went into the water for a swim one evening, and something pulled her under." "Pulled her under?" Richard and Christine had come to the lake for their honeymoon. It was quiet, far from the city, exactly the kind of place they thought would be peaceful. They spent the day setting up their tent and walking along the shore. "It's like we have the whole lake to ourselves." "That's because no one else is crazy enough to come this far." "Good. I like it better this way." That night, the lake was calm. Christine stood near the water and decided to go in, despite Richard telling her it was late and to wait until morning. She laughed and stepped into the cold water. "Richard, come on!" Richard was reluctant, but he got into the water anyway. "Richard." But before he could reach her, something pulled her fast beneath the surface. Richard followed after her, calling her name, but whatever had grabbed her dragged her away too quickly. He couldn't reach for her. For a moment she was there, and then she was gone. Richard dug under, desperately searching, but there was nothing. No movement, no sign of her, just empty, silent water. I still come back here, trying to understand what really happened. The group felt a little uneasy after Richard's story, but they brushed it off as a tragic accident. They walked toward their campsite. James and Ronald fell a bit behind Sheila. So this lake is haunted? With his wife's ghost? Why did Sheila bring us here? You think she's planning something? Something feels off. Nah, man, no way. She has the hots for me, I know it. You are so stupid. Beware of women. You are just jealous. At the camp, the two boys began filming casually around the lake. They started pretending to build a shelter out of the branches and leaves. It's getting dark soon. I need to secure shelter fast. In reality, they had a proper tent set up right there. James kept overreacting and dragging sticks and pretending it was hard work. He pretended to hunt for food. Catching fish and biting it raw. Survival isn't easy out here. Dude, all this for Emily? She's not into you. She will be. She's into adventure guys. I'ma show her this. From the distance, Sheila and Richard watched them quietly. They think they're tough, huh? They're just kids. My husband Jerry says the same thing. We don't have children, so he treats every kid he meets like they're his. He sent me here with them. Didn't want their summer to go to waste. No kids. You didn't take any, or you can't have any. That's kind of personal. Women as young as you usually don't settle unless it's for some old, rich guy. Must be hard. People in situations like that usually end up looking for other ways to feel satisfied. What are you trying to say? Nothing. Just wondering if your husband really keeps you happy. Excuse me? I am very happy with my husband. Relax, I'm joking. Good for you. Yeah, I'm not your friend. Keep an eye on your boys. They look like trouble. What does he think of himself? Talking like that. Creep. That evening, they set up a bonfire and gathered around. Richard ended up packing up and left on his own. It's kind of weird how quiet it is here. Yeah, no bugs, no wind, nothing. It gets like that at night sometimes. Sheila told the boys to head back into their tents and get some rest. The conversation with Richard had left her uneasy. She didn't want them wandering around the lake anymore. James and Ronald didn't argue. They just nodded and headed back into their tents. Late that night, Sheila was inside her tent, getting ready to sleep. The campsite had gone quiet. The boys settled in. Even the forest had felt still. The only sound was the faint movement around the lake in the distance. She heard footsteps, carefully nearing her tent. Someone was walking outside. James? Ronald, stop messing around. There was no answer. The footsteps stopped. All of a sudden, there was a scream. Everyone woke up at once and rushed out of their tents. What the hell was that? Did we really catch a bear? Not a bear. They ran toward the noise and found Richard caught in the trap near the tree line, struggling and panicking, trying to pull himself free. He was clearly injured. Earlier that day, James and Ronald had set up a small bear trap-style rig near the edge of the campsite. They had placed it slightly off near the tree line. Get it off! Get it off of me! Stop moving, you're making it worse. And why would you boys set up something like this by the tent? Any one of us could have stepped into it. They worked together to release the trap and finally managed to free him. He collapsed slightly, holding his leg in pain. They brought him back to the campfire. Sheila quickly pulled out a first aid kit and started wrapping his wound. Stay still, you're bleeding a lot. We need to call an ambulance. No ambulance. I don't want the police involved. Dude, you just got caught in a trap. You need to get to a hospital. I said, no ambulance. All right, let him rest. Let me call Donald to pick us up. After a moment, Sheila stood up and walked a few steps away from the fire, dialing emergency. She gave them their location and explained someone had been injured. She didn't want Donald to worry about this. By the time the ambulance arrived, Sheila rushed to lead them. He's resting in the tent. But when they reached there, the tent was empty. Richard was gone. Where did he go? He was just here. How did he leave with that injury? The police searched the campsite. It was empty. No personal belongings beyond basic camping gear that belonged to James and Ronald. No sign of anyone else. You said this guy was injured? Yes, he was. He ran off right before you guys arrived. The officers exchanged a look, but didn't comment right away. One of them pulled out a file and showed a photo. Is this the man? Yes, that's him. We've been looking for someone matching this description. Multiple disappearances reported near this area. Disappearances? What kind of disappearances? He told us his wife died here in an accident. His wife didn't die in an accident. He took her life. He's been on the run since. Man's sick in the head. He says she cheated on him. Hunts women like her. The police searched the surrounding forest for hours, but there was no sign of Richard. No footprints, nothing. The officers warned Sheila and the boys to return home and seal the area off. So that's why he was talking so weird. And you were saying I shouldn't have set up the trap. But why was he here?
Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.